Hey everyone, welcome to Little Library Land's Usborne Books at Home, May 2020 new releases. We have 28 new books joining us for the month of May, and I'm so excited about so many of them, so let's jump in and get started. Up first, we have Why Do Tigers Have Stripes from the First Questions and Answers series book. These books are so wonderful for those kids that have a billion questions about everything, and there's 3 different series in the questions and answers, and this one comes from the middle one. So if you can see, there's a question on the outside of the flap, and then underneath is the answer to that question. So do leaf cutter ants eat leaves? No, we feed the leaves to fungus we're growing underground, then eat the fungus. Did you know that? So I don't know why camels have humps. So it just has a bunch of different facts, not just about tigers. It's about animals in general, but it does talk about the tigers and their stripes as well. So that's super fun if you have one of those animal lovers. Up next, this is the second one in this series, and again, this one's quite large compared to what I expected it to be. Play Hide and Seek with Zebra. So this is a Lift the Flap series, the very first kind of Lift the Flap series, and I love these ones because the flaps are actual continuations of the page, making them a little bit more durable if you have a little one that's rough, and it just, so it's not quite so easy to tear off the page because it's just a continuation of the page. So that's super cute, and you're looking for the zebra. Up next is this amazing Finger Trail ABC book. So I knew this was coming, and again, it's way bigger than I expected it to be. As you can see my hand here in the bottom corner, it's quite a large book. This book is great for toddlers, preschoolers, all learning the alphabet and the shapes of the alphabet. So there is a finger trail, like an indentation on the page that you can trace with your finger, learning the shape of the letter, and then the things that match that letter. And then at the very back of the book, it has the full alphabet along with those finger trails written on the last page. And thick cardstock pages, so great for preschool years, or if you have someone that's a little bit rough on books. We love those cardstock pages, making them a little bit more durable. So that one's going to be so fantastic. I'm so excited about that one. There's another questions and answer book. This is from the very first questions and answers series. And so the youngest one of them, the other one, the tiger one's from the middle. This is from the youngest one. And it's why should I brush my teeth? So again, the questions are kind of on the outside of the page or a flap, and then the answer is underneath the flap. So this is a great one when you're starting to learn to brush teeth, or if you have a little one that's not a fan of doing so, this might be a great way to help with the whys you have to and all that. So there's that. Up next, a new Peep Inside book. So this is Peep Inside, How a Plane Works. And if you have one that just loves to learn about all things with an engine, this would be a great addition. I really think that this is going to help open up the Peep Inside series. Most of the Peep Insides right now include kind of nature themed things or places. So there's like Peep Inside a Garden, Peep Inside the Zoo, Bug Homes. But this is a different kind of look. So I think that they could really continue on with how a helicopter works or how a truck works and those other things. So I'm excited to see what other ones they come out with. But for now, here's how a plane works. So you lift, there's lots of little lift the flaps that you're learning about all the different stuff that at the airport as well. So that is how a plane works. Up next, we have another new That's Not My book. It's That's Not My Kangaroo. So if you don't know what the That's Not My series is, they are super popular. A go-to for all baby showers, first birthdays. They have a touchy-feely aspect on every page, as well as that cute little white mouse to find. So That's Not My Kangaroo, its tail is too smooth. And as you go along, his nose is too rough. It's got that Velcro texture that the little ones love to get their thin little nails and scratch at it. And at the very end, they find that is his kangaroo because his tummy is soft. So they are wonderful, super thick, durable board pages, making them quite indestructible. And we all know that the little ones like to chew on books. A couple other new baby books is the Old MacDonald Had a Farm board book. So I'm loving that they're taking these stories that we have in picture book forms with paper pages and making them in a younger year with thicker cardstock pages that you could leave laying around on a lower shelf in their bedroom, on a coffee table, in their playroom, and not worrying about them completely destroying the paper pages, but letting them to look and flip through a book on their own and explore. Again, you could bring them in a backpack if you're going to a restaurant, or a diaper bag, or in the car for long rides. You can always throw some of these smaller books in there. So Old MacDonald Had a Farm. Up next is Are You There, Little Puppy from the Are You There series. I absolutely love this series, and I always say it's my go-to for baby showers and first birthdays. They're looking for whatever it is. So in this case, it's the puppy, and they think that hi, are you there, little puppy? I can see your bottom sticking out. Nope, it's not you. It's a hungry tortoise. And it goes on to the very end, and at the very end, they find the puppy. So I just think it's super cute. There's lots of little peepholes, half pages, finger trails to trace and follow. So just making it interactive and lots of fun. Up next, we have, this is a good one for just some boredom kind of days that we're kind of experiencing right now. Word puzzles and games. So I'm sure that this one is geared about 8 years and up. And it's just full of different puzzles to figure out, bird blocks, codes to break, word searches, pirate puzzles, just a whole bunch of fun pencil and paper games and puzzles to figure out. So that's cool. Up next, from the First Reading Level 3 series, is The Town Mouse and the Country Mouse. I think there was two new books that joined us in this kind of series. There's the other one. So this is from the First Reading Level 3, and then we also have a First Reading Level 4 book joining our leveled reading program, The Ugly Duckling and The Town and the Country Mouse. These are awesome. Usborne has a full leveled reading program. If you are looking for books to keep the kids reading and working on their reading and moving up levels, the books are absolutely fantastic. The illustrations are beautiful. And there's a ton in every single level. So for instance, this is First Reading Level 3, so quite simple, beginner's level, and then this is a level 4. So you'll see a little bit of a difference, a few more words on the pages. And we love that they're like classic stories that sometimes our kids haven't heard of, but we remember as kids. So Ugly Duckling and the Town and Country Mouse. Up next, another activity book I'm super excited about is Little Children's Fairy Pad. So there's a unicorn one, I think there's a pirate one, and there's just a bunch of fun things to do in these mazes, puzzle pieces, spot the differences, matching. And isn't that beautiful? Like, you're actually supposed to write inside of that book. It's crazy. Some simple word searches. So these ones are geared for about 4 to 6 for an age level. So there's that one. Up next is a new little sticker book, and it is football. So of course it's a British company, UK-based company. So football meaning soccer. And you just have the scene on the page, and then you find the corresponding page of stickers, and you build the picture with that. So if you have a sports enthusiast, this might be a good thing to do, or bring camping, or while you're stuck at home. Up next is a new transfer activity book, Under the Sea. So there's over 200 pictures to rub down in these books, and they are pretty fantastic. So in this little pocket, there's a bunch of sheets full of these beautiful transfers, and then you go to this to the page. You'll take out that page, and you just rub it. You put the shape that you want on top of the page, and then take a pencil and you color over top of it, and then lift it up, and it leaves that transfer on the page, building a picture. And they're so beautiful. So they're kind of like a temporary tattoo, not being temporary, it will stay on the page, but kind of works in that sense. And then these books have some great information and facts about whatever that is. So this is mangrove swamp, dolphins and whales. So there's a whole bunch of different facts going along with it. Floating forests on the seabed. So they're learning as well as doing those activities. So I'm super excited. I want my little one to start doing those transfer books. I think he'd really like them, and we have yet to do them. Up next, this is a great activity, and I think even some moms and grandmas would love to do these as well. We got 2 new embroidery kits. So I think we have 6 available now in total. We got new for May is the owl and fairy. So these are absolutely wonderful. It comes with everything you need to make this embroidered fairy or owl, and it's on like one of the, what are those called? The hoops. Yeah, a hoop, that's what it's called. It comes with the needle, printed fabric, thread, the book of how to. So just a great activity or a really nice gift to give. So there's those 2 that came out. Up next is a new wipe clean. So this is a little wipe clean book, Words on the Farm. So all about farm stuff, and all the farms are starting to everybody's starting to be out on the farm right now, getting farms ready to plant. So this might be great for some of those farmer kids, and helps work on the structure of letters, spelling them out because it has the picture as well, and learning spelling. So that's that one. Up next, another body book. Body books are so popular. Who doesn't like to learn about the body? So this is a lift the flap, how your body works. I wonder if it says how many flaps there are in this book. I don't know, but there's usually a ton of them. Lift the flaps to uncover the amazing inner workings of your very own body, from your bones, blood, and brain, to the bacteria in your belly button. So everything about your body, and tons of flaps, like 1, 2, there's so many flaps to lift and learn about. Oh, look at this giant flap. And then there's flaps underneath flaps here, which is absolutely fantastic. Keeping the kids engaged that much longer because they want to lift the flaps and learn. You can see there how many beautiful flaps there are on this page, and continue learning all about the subject. So there's that. Up next is a couple more wipe cleans. We got another 3 wipe cleans, 4 wipe cleans here. So up first, let's do this one. This one's recommended. It's from the Key Skills family. It's recommended for ages 7 and 8. I always say they're a little bit harder than the age that it recommends. And so this is adding and subtracting. So we have books that are just strict addition or strict subtraction so far, but this is a combination working on both of them together in one. And I absolutely love how they use the little animals to make it fun with speech bubbles, with them teaching them the things to do. It's absolutely fantastic. These books are great, especially if you're working on things over the summer to keep things up since we weren't in school for the full year. These are great options. Wipe them clean, do them over and over. As they get good, you might be able to set a timer and time them. Up next, this one's recommended for ages 5 to 6. Wipe clean animals. So this is all about animals and learning about them, and you're drawing them. Animal diets, comparing animals, describing animals. So like I said, it says ages 5 and 6, but of course your little one would need to learn how to spell to be able to do those unless you're sitting side by side and doing it with them. Up next is ages 5 and 6, weather and seasons. So this is super exciting because we're changing seasons into spring here in Alberta, kind of. And then we're going to be moving into summer pretty quick here. And it's all about cloud spotting. What else do we got in here? Weather, temperatures, autumn winds, suns and shadows, spring rain. So a bunch of different things and activities to go along with them. And then up next from the early years, the ages 3 to 5, this is starting takeaway, so subtraction. These would be the most simplest ones, putting them in easy form and really explaining to them how to do it. Again, of course, they would need an adult to work with them to complete the workbook if they're not reading, of course, on their own. Up next, we have a new first coloring book. So these are the very earliest coloring books. This is Horses and Ponies. And we like that some of the page is colored for them, and then there's just some things that they have to color in. So that's fun. And then there's color all these things a pony might use, just different pony kind of themed stuff. These horses and riders have arrived at a horse show. They're almost ready to compete. Color their horses. So just fun that way. Up next is a new first sticker book. So my 4-year-old right now, I feel like he's on a mission to complete all of these. And there's, I don't even know, 40 of them. And so seasons. Again, I don't know if it's coincidence, if there's a season wipe clean book, first sticker book, and there's one other book that I'm saving last to show you guys, but maybe just because we changed seasons, they've come out with all of them. So these are absolutely beautiful, all the different seasons. And then you have the base page, and then you find the corresponding page of stickers, and then you build a picture using those stickers. Like, how beautiful are those butterflies? And there's some winterscapes as well, because obviously all the different seasons, the different birds, beautiful autumn leaves, spring flowers. Love these. Okay, so there's that one. And then we have, sorry, I think there's like 4 more things. This is an Usborne play pad. So these are geared for, I'd say, about 4 to 6, depending on the kid. And they have a ton of fun activity pages there. I'll give you a close-up, and you can see all the different tear out pages. And then on the back side, if you can see here down at the bottom, there is coloring pages on the other reverse side of the bright, beautiful, colorful activity page too. So coloring page and activity pages in here, with lots of puzzles plus 30 pictures to color all in this pad. And they're tear off pads, so super easy. You can rip one out for each kid, put them around the table while they're waiting for dinner. Use them kind of as placemats is a great idea. Another Lift the Flap book from our STEM books. This is Construction and Demolition, and I think it's going to be a favorite. Who doesn't like to learn about all this stuff and how they go about building these crazy buildings and towers and the machines that do it, all in a Lift the Flap book form. Oh, is this like a, thought it was a double fold out page. And then how they take it all down when they need to take it down, how they work around the clock, hidden engineering that's behind the scenes, grand opening of a new building. So all about buildings and construction and demolition. It takes hundreds of people, dozens of machines, and years of work to construct a skyscraper. Lift the flaps to see the construction crews digging, drilling, pouring, heaving, and hoisting as they build a brand new building at the heart of a busy city. So great, there you go. So that's a new Lift the Flap book as well. Up next is another sticker book. This is the Art Gallery sticker book. I absolutely love these ones. Again, they have the base picture, and then you go and find the corresponding stickers and you build a picture with them. So fun, that one's that. And the last but not least by far is the new beautiful pop-up book, The Seasons. So this book goes through every season in a beautiful, I see that, 3-dimensional pop-up page. So there's spring, summer, like look how beautiful that is. Fall. See the wind there flying out from behind the trees? Winter, fall, and then, or autumn. Winter, look at the pretty deers in the snowy forest. See the trees all popping out and the deer coming out of the page. And then they all come together in the most amazing tree, showing it in all 4 seasons, 3-dimensional out of the page. Like, how fantastic is that? My mind was blown, never mind a 5-year-old. So I think they did such a fantastic job on this Pop-Up Seasons book. So that is all the books for May 2020 from Usborne Books at Home here in Canada. And if you have any questions at all or are looking for things for your little ones to keep busy with, because you're stuck at home or moving into summer and you need things for the trailer or camping or anything else, let me know. Ask questions and I can find the perfect books for you and for your kids. And if you haven't done so already, follow me on Facebook, subscribe to my channel because then you'll see every month's new releases. And yeah, find me on Facebook at littlelibraryland.com. I do lots of fun events on Facebook. If you want to host your own event for you and your friends to learn all about these books and the hostess obviously gets some extra benefits as well. Just reach out. We are also booking birthday book bashes, which are super exciting. Given we're stuck at home and birthday parties are not happening the way they usually do, you might see this video down the road and be like, oh, remember that time. But right now, we can do an online birthday bash, and your little one can create a wish list, and it gets delivered to them, making them feel extra special. And during the event on Facebook, make all your friends and family do some fun stuff so your little one can scroll through it as well and see all the special messages and creations that they're doing for them and contributing during that birthday book bash. So if that's something you'd like to do, just reach out, send me an email, message me on Facebook, or comment below, and I'm happy to set that up for you. So thanks so much. I hope you're all staying happy, healthy, and enjoying the first bits of spring, and we'll talk soon. Bye.